Hello guys, it's your boy Footy and welcome back to the channel. Today guys is the big day we've all been waiting for EA to finally release the Hero Pack into Ultimate Team. Now we've got a lot to talk about in today's video because we did also get a very nice player SBC yesterday, as well as 4 new players from the mini release. And in terms of the Hero SBC finally releasing, what way has that shaped the fodder prices on the market? We'll get into all that of course boys, but first of all we'll cover yesterday's content. So first of all, before we even go into SBCs, the store, EA did drop another pretty juicy pack in the store yesterday. We did get a deluxe Trailblazer pack. Now it's 125k or 1,500 FIFA points. Basically an 80 times 30 pack essentially. And then if we move our way over to SBCs boys, before we even talk about the madness of the Hero Pack, one big SBC that did release yesterday, and it was a highly awaited SBC by a lot of people, especially people rocking Premier League teams. Declan Rice did release. It's 2 squad SBC, an 85 with an inform and an 86 with a Premier League player. He's obviously got a few nice playstyles here as well, boys. Obviously, he's got the playstyle plus ball control, which is quite a nice one as well. Can shoot the ball much more effectively from stronger opponents as well, and keeps exceptionally close control of the ball while dribbling at jog speed, which is what you want in a holding midfielder as well. You don't want someone who's going to lose the ball in that bad area of the pitch and put your team in bad areas to concede goals. As you can see on the screen as well, boys, 4 new additional Trailblazers Team 1 cards were released as part of the mini-release yesterday. And we got a Dante, a Matoma, a Henderson, and a Gaia. To be honest, most of the cards don't look too great. I mean, Henderson, Dante, not for me. Gaia might be a nice left back for some of you guys, rocking, Spanish league teams and stuff. And then in terms of Matoma's probably the most exciting card out of the mini-release, I'll be honest. Probably Premier League as well. Looks quite a decent card as well. So I feel like Matoma's definitely most interesting out of the 4 cards released yesterday in the mini-release. But still, with cards out there like the Play of the Month Son, people are using Marcus Rashford, it might not be a card that really sells for a whole lot. Now, without further ado, we got the Hero SBC. Obviously, as you can see, your boy Footy has already completed it. Max 87 Hero upgrade. The requirements are an 86 squad. Now, when this SBC dropped yesterday, boys, it was an interesting one. Obviously, I was live on stream. We do the 6 PM streams every day. Come and join in if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel and get involved with the streams as well. I fully expected this to be 2 squads. Last year it was an E4 and E5 last year with an inform. This year, didn't require an inform and didn't require 2 squads. It was 186 squad for this SBC, which for me, to be honest, is pretty decent value. I mean, we done loads of share plays last night, and the pack weight obviously was pretty low. Robbie Keane was pretty much the best player we got from like 20 share plays for viewers. But I think it is worth, if you're going to ask me, Jack, do you think it's worth doing? Probably for the chance, just to give yourself, your account, your club, that chance of getting a decent hero to add to your team. I think it's worth a shot for an 86 squad, I really do. Now, with this Hero SBC now released, obviously 86 rated squad required, boys. We got to talk about the fodder, right? The fodder market, what ways this affected things. In the last couple of videos, obviously I've been telling you guys to, think about, your 83 to 86 to 87 kind of rated fodder, because we expected that to rise, obviously, when the Hero SBC finally released. If we look at a typical fodder card, right? Danny Parejo, for example, right? He's coming in at around 8k right now. To be honest, boys, his price hasn't really changed. I mean, you'll notice here, right, this is the start of yesterday, right? This is the start of yesterday. He was in and around about 8.7k, right? And then you'll see by here, he kind of gradually increases in price up to around 2 o'clock yesterday, where he's at 9k. So he rose about 500-600 coins. Nothing crazy, though. I think the rise here, the small rise, can just be explained by in terms of people trying to get ahead. People expecting the Hero SBC to release yesterday, which obviously it ended up happening. People were trying to get ahead, trying to pick up a little bit of fodder like these cards. And that's why this kind of card just gradually kind of increased slowly but surely up to 9k. Now, that's kind of where he's at now. He's about 9k right now at the time of recording this. He's kind of dipped a wee bit. Around about content time, he did dip a couple of 100 coins, but nothing crazy in a Parejo. So it makes you think fodder was kind of high before the Hero Pack. I mean, obviously, fodder will always rise slightly when a big pack like a Hero comes out. But I think fodder was really high before that. Think of the Rodrigo SBC, the Heung-min Son. Right now in the eafc, boys, it's not like, when you get fodder, there's nothing to do with it. You have a lot of SBCs out right now, excluding the Rice, excluding the Hero SBC that dropped last night. Even before that, you had Rodrigo, you had Play of the Month Leao, you've Play of the Month Son. People are doing these SBCs. They're popular players, they're meta players, they're popular choice for people's teams. This is why fodder is holding itself right now. If you look up an 85, for example, a typical 85 rated card like Millie Bright at Chelsea, women player, 85 rated, another bit of fodder. You'll see by her price, she's holding around 4k right now. So it's nearly like 4k around for an 85, and then an 86 is around 9. 8 or 9k or so. Yesterday she started off at 4,700. Yet again, you'll see as the day progresses, she kind of rises up towards about near enough 5k. So there's small increases. There is changes, but it's very, very marginal. Very, very minimal changes happening here. Only a couple of hundred coins in it, really, from 4.7 to about 4.8, 4.9k. Couple of hundred coins is all we're talking. And then, as you can see, she does drop a little bit, of course, as the hours progress, but down now at 4.33k. So realistically, as I say, it just shows two typical examples: Millie Bright 85, and obviously your 86 Parejo, typical fodder for a Hero SBC or for any other SBC that you want to do right now. These cards are holding their value. Now, we've got to talk about the Hero market, alright? Now, I done like 20 or 30 share plays for viewers on the 6 p.m. content stream last night, and we got a lot of the same type of players. There was a lot of Solskjaer's pack. I mean, if you guys are watching this right now and you haven't done the Hero pack yet, what to expect from it? Expect a lot of Donovans, expect a lot of Lundbergs, expect a lot of Solskjaer's. I got Mostovoy on my account, and expect a lot of DeMarcus Beasley's. He was like the guy that we had like 4 or 5 times yesterday on stream. We just couldn't stop packing the guy. Now, if we just take an example here, for example, go with, say Robbie Keane, for example, right? Now, he was one of the best cards we did pack for a viewer yesterday on stream. He holds a value right now of about 286k. We scroll down to his value, though, guys, alright? Because he's a reasonable one. He's not, like, on anything incredible. He's not, like, Alawaran level. He's not, you know, Ramirez level, of course, or Yaya Toure. But he's one of those ones that he's probably one of the most realistic, best ones to pack, if that makes sense. Like, he's one of the best ones to pack if you're being realistic. You've still a good, you know, a decent chance of getting him. So as you can see, obviously at the start of yesterday, he started off around 273. He kind of fluctuated throughout the day, went his lowest at around 258, which was at 8 o'clock yesterday morning. And I think this is probably people, you know, this is expecting. This graph and every other hero like this in that range. In that range of 87 or lower, is probably going to go through this, you know, because people are obviously going to try and... There's going to be a little bit of panic selling, of course, in the lead up to any SBC. In a week or two, if we get like an Icon SBC, for example, guys, it's going to be the exact same thing, where people are, you know, panic selling a little bit, so to speak, cashing in on, you know, in the hours and days leading up to an expected release for an Icon SBC. You'd be cashing in on any icons you want to sell, right? For fear of losing coins on them. That's exactly what we see with these heroes. I mean, as you can see here with Robbie King, you know, 258. He does rebound a bit back up to 274. And then an hour before content, around about 5 o'clock here yesterday, 263k. But you will see he starts to rise in price. 7 o'clock last night, 289k. So, you know, it's one of those ones. He's on the rise right now. He actually is on the rise, and it's probably due to, because, as I say, the graph sums itself up. You know, hours leading up to an SBC, people are panic selling. But then people identify then that Robbie Keane is quite a rare card. He's one of the better ones to pack in this Hero SBC. Very good striker in the game, good links, Premier League, of course. So, popular card for people's teams that they want to invest in and get in their squads. And so that is why, you know, you can see a card like this rise. I mean, 263 right up to 289, a 26k increase there in the space of a couple of hours before and after content. So, yeah, I expect that card to hang about there for a bit, but he's held a value of 289k for a couple of hours now, and went from 273, so it shows his increase. And that's my general advice to you guys. If you've got a card that you think, you know what, he will be rare in this Hero SBC, you know, he's not going to be packed that common, keep hold of him. Keep hold of him, see what he does, see what the card does for you over the next couple of hours, in terms of the price, and if he continues to rise. I mean, the likes of a Robbie Keane, if you're an owner of a tradable Robbie Keane right now, the likely worst case is he'll just hold his value. You know, he'll not drop. So, I would hold him, wait for a couple of hours, see if he rises a little bit more, and see if he can get the absolute utmost value and coins back from the card. But yeah, as I say, you know, people, any card you boys think, you know, if it's not Beasley or Dempsey or Ricken or any of the, you know, the common, typical hero players you get in that SBC yesterday, if you boys have got a valuable, tradable hero card in your club, that you want to cash in on, and it's rare, and people aren't, you know, getting it loads and loads in this Hero SBC, the likelihood is it's going to hold its value, and if not, increase even more. So, because it'll obviously have to rebound from its lower prices that we got through yesterday. So, yeah, definitely keep hold of those heroes if they're of any value. You might just see a bit of an increase in them. Another example here, we'll go with Captivia, for example, alright? So, Captivia, if I can bring it, I can't even spell Captivia, there we go. Bring his price up, currently sitting at 167k right now. Obviously, we know Captivia, very meta, sought after, popular left back in Ultimate Team every single year. Scroll down to the graphs here, as you can see. Start off yesterday at 157. Similar thing again, you know, people are kind of anticipating the hero yesterday. Price is kind of fluctuating around that 150k mark, dropping. you know, a little bit, nothing crazy, but a little bit in price. But then yet again, same again happens around 5 o'clock. The price just absolutely skyrockets, man, from 153 right up to 170. So yet again, same thing applies. People are realizing, oh wait, Captivia, he ain't very easy to pack. People aren't getting him that often. And the price is rebounding back up again. So even here on Twitter, I thought I'd show you boys this, alright? And even look at this. This is what happens when everyone packs Dempsey. Easy profits. You got DeMarcus Beasley, who we did pack a lot on stream last night. 83k. But now he's at 97. And the similar here with Dirk Kite. 75k. Right all the way up to 88k. So it just shows, like, you know, Dempsey's obviously, you know, he's one of the worst ones to get in the hero. But some of these semi-decent cards, like Kite, you know, Beasley obviously is, you know, a pretty common one, actually, we found out last night, but he must be decent in game to hold that kind of value and the increase in value. And yeah, even those type of cards where you'd call maybe the mid to low tier end of the hero spectrum, some of those cards, as you can see here, are even rising in value as well. Now, one last thing we got to discuss in today's video, guys, is obviously this Laurent Blanc SBC, the upcoming content. I firmly believe this Blanc might come tonight. We've only had one icon player SBC so far this year. That was obviously David Beckham last Sunday. I actually thought they might release the Blanc last night and then the hero tonight, but obviously I think they'll do it the other way around now. The hero was last night. I think Blanc will be tonight. Yet again, as I was saying earlier, there's so many SBCs out right now, player SBCs, that people are wanting to do. You know, popular SBCs. That is why Fodder's holding its value. So many popular SBCs out right now. You have that Player of the Month Son that I mentioned earlier, the Player of the Month Liao. Obviously, you've now got that Hero SBC as well. You have the Declan Rice. A lot of popular cards people want to do. This Laurent Blanc can be added to that list, man. Every year, Blanc's always considered a pretty good defender. Previous FIFAs, I've always thought Blanc to be a little bit clunky for me sometimes when I've used them. But certainly to have a card like that, of that quality, as a centre-back in your team 3 weeks into the cycle, definitely a card that people are going to be saving their fodder for, waiting to do when it drops. And that will wrap up the video for today, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If it's been helpful, please do consider dropping a like, and of course subscribe to the channel for more daily videos, and of course daily streams each and every single day here on the channel. And until the next one, guys, peace out.